Today, in the second episode of the series, we will continue the story of Demon King. So stick around with us and let's jump into the story. Feng's expression clearly shows that he believes the punishment is worth it. The handprint on his face is nothing compared to the handprints he left on his sensei. Feng sucks out the violet blood from the mosquito, but finds it strange that a demonic mosquito, usually found in the forbidden lands of the galaxy, has made its way to Earth. Later that night, Fatty invites Feng to a bar and reveals that his girlfriend made fun of Feng, leading to their breakup. Fatty gives Feng a tight hug, shedding tears, and explains that even though he liked his girlfriend, insulting his friend crosses a line because their friendship means a lot to him. Fatty emphasizes the importance of the bro code. He points out Rose, the attractive boss of the bar, who is one of the most renowned bartenders in the city. Her signature cocktail, the Big Sister, is famous and a bit pricey. Fatty takes out his credit card and orders 2 glasses of the Big Sister cocktail. Feng notices something suspicious and informs Rose that she has been poisoned. He also warns her that more trouble awaits her right at the doorstep. Just then, a creepy guy with a terrified expression enters the bar and asks Rose who else in the city of Jiang can save her. The man responsible for poisoning Rose is known as the Poison Wolf, and he is now willing to trade the antidote for something. Feng recognizes the Poison Wolf due to their shared history. Rose announces that anyone who defeats the Poison Wolf will receive free drinks at the bar in the future. Tiger, known as the undefeated boxing king from the black market, steps up to fight the Poison Wolf. The battle begins with Tiger launching a flashy yellow punch towards the wolf, who emits a green, poisonous aura. However, the Poison Wolf takes advantage of the situation and counterattacks with a powerful punch, defeating Tiger. The Poison Wolf steps on Tiger's unconscious body and warns anyone attempting to help Rose that they will face the same fate. He kicks Tiger's body towards Fatty and approaches the counter where Feng is standing. Feng asks if the Poison Wolf recognizes him, but the wolf arrogantly states that he doesn't care who Feng is. He tries to provoke Feng by grabbing his shoulder, but Feng swiftly grabs the wolf's wrist, preventing his escape. The wolf attempts to spit poison at Feng, but Feng's speed surpasses the wolf's vision, and he appears in front of him, launching an attack. Although the wolf barely manages to block the attack, he is astonished. The wolf makes another failed attempt to attack Feng, resulting in a powerful punch that knocks him to the ground. Feng asks once again if the wolf recognizes him. Defiantly, the wolf tells Feng to go to hell, unaware that Feng has indeed been to hell and back, gaining the title of its king in the process. The fight continues, and the wolf throws 3 poisonous sharp needles at Feng. Displaying his agility, Feng catches all 3 needles with his mouth. Despite his showmanship, Feng gives the wolf a genuine compliment, saying that his poison doesn't taste bad. He then grabs the wolf's face and slams him into the wall, forcing him to surrender and hand over the antidote for Rose's poison. At that moment, 3 men dressed in black suits enter the bar, with one of them, Zhang Xiao, the bodyguard of the BAE family's old man, leaving with a broken arm. It turns out that Zhang is the older brother of the Poison Wolf. The wolf complains to his older brother about Feng, hoping that Zhang will avenge him. To his surprise, Zhang immediately bows his head and greets Master Ye Feng. All hope is lost for the wolf as Zhang informs Feng that he came specifically to find him because the old man's condition is worsening. Feng adds that the old man must have black spots on his body and is suffering physically, symptoms resulting from a demonic mosquito bite. Zhang requests Feng's help in curing the old man, and while Feng initially expresses no interest, he decides to return the favor since Zhang was kind to him. Feng asks for 3 days to prepare. Zhang places his brother, the wolf, under Feng's command, ordering him to live and die according to Feng's will. The wolf kneels and asks for forgiveness, realizing he messed with the wrong person. Feng tells him that he should apologize to Fatty for injuring him. As the wolf begs for forgiveness from Fatty, Feng wonders why this fierce wolf doesn't recognize him, considering he is supposed to be one of his own. Despite the ongoing situation, the more pressing matter for Feng is the demonic mosquito. On his way back, he notices Lin Lan, the girl whose bed he accidentally landed in, walking down the street. She seems exhausted or possibly drunk, as she can barely walk. Suddenly, a group of molesters stop a van in front of her and forcibly drag her inside, intending to take advantage of her. Witnessing her kidnapping, Feng decides to follow and see where they are taking her. The van eventually stops in front of a large house in a remote area surrounded by trees. The person in charge picks up Lin Lan, who can hardly move her body, and they enter the house. To Feng's surprise, This house belongs to him, and he realizes that he is being set up once again. The man with the rooster hairstyle and a pink shirt forcefully breaks open the door, and they throw Lin Lan onto Feng's bed. Since she is a beautiful woman, they plan to take turns with her. However, Feng suggests a more efficient approach. They should all forget about her and face their demise together. The attackers are startled to see Feng return so soon and decide to change their plan. Now, they intend to cripple Feng first before proceeding with their vile intentions. The fat man is the first to attack Feng but ends up losing his life as Feng extracts his soul, leaving only ashes behind. The other two quickly kneel down, expressing their loyalty and revealing that Hui Xiao is the one who ordered them to set up Feng. In return for their loyalty, Feng delivers them a deserving and painful death. After the bodies vanish, Feng notices a shiny green ring on the floor, which turns out to be a jade pendant, emitting a certain aura. He cracks it open and finds a heavenly energy-gathering magical stone inside. With this stone, Feng can establish a magical space system to absorb energy from the universe, but he knows he must hide it from those who might come looking for it. He then leaves the house and approaches a beautiful pink tree. This old tree has the power to enhance the stone's energy, so Feng inserts the stone into the tree and activates the magical space system. As a result, the flowers, grass, and courtyard start to grow rapidly. A green magical arc appears on the tree, expanding the space and emitting heavenly energy. Not only does the vegetation flourish, but Feng's power also begins to increase. At that moment, Lin Lan approaches him and inadvertently enters the magical space. However, her delicate body cannot withstand the intense life energy present there, causing her to stumble and fall onto Feng. In a playful manner, the story mentions not to be jealous if no beautiful, wealthy girl has fallen onto the reader, as they neither possess a magic circle, nor are they a demon king. Lin Lan is in a state of confusion and vulnerability, pleading with Feng not to leave her this time. Feng pins her to the ground and uses his finger to extract the magical energy that she absorbed. The intensity of the magic power makes Lin Lan uncomfortable, but despite Feng's efforts, he cannot fully restore her to normal. Left with no other option, Feng decides to do something that is not revealed to us. The scene fast-forwards to the next morning, where Lin Lan opens her eyes under the beautiful tree. As she enjoys the dreamy morning, she suddenly realizes that she is once again beside Feng. Before she can start yelling, Feng clarifies that this time he saved her. This reminder triggers her memory of the previous night, and she calms down, asking for some clothes to change into. She expresses her intention to leave and pretend that nothing happened once Feng gets her some clothes. However, Feng, being the demon king that he is, turns the tables on Lin Lan, accusing her of trying to take advantage of him. After teasing her, he leaves to fetch some clothes for her. Curious about their location, Lin Lan asks Feng where they are, to which he responds that it is his urban-rural junction, his home. Using her charm, she requests Feng to give her a ride. Feng points out that there is a car just outside, but he doesn't have a driver's license. In a playful manner, Feng suggests that she should give him a ride instead, since he also has some errands to run in the city. Lin Lan decides to get back at him by driving fast, hoping to make him tremble with fear and beg her to slow down. However, it turns out that Feng is not one to seek speed thrills, but is focused on the philosophy of "you only live once." Suddenly, Feng notices a car approaching from the opposite lane. He forcefully steers the car to the right, blocking the other car's path. This action startles Lin Lan, who is now scared in the passenger seat. The black Ferrari drifts and comes to a stop in front of them, and its beautiful doors open upwards. Including such a hot car is precisely Feng's style, providing a service we didn't know we needed. Feng instructs Lin Lan to stay inside the car and not to get out, as this matter doesn't concern her. He steps out of the car to settle old debts, while a tape-wrapped man emerges from the Ferrari. This mummy-like figure is Hui Xiao, who barely survived the car explosion. He removes the tapes, revealing the condition of his face. Hui Xiao now possesses a physical appearance that matches his inner beauty. Instead of responding to Feng's mockery with words, Hui charges into attack. For the first time, Feng is taken aback by the speed and power displayed by Hui. Yu's attack misses Feng because he hasn't fully adjusted to his newfound power, while Feng realizes that the battle has become serious. He assumes his battle stance and manages to block Hui's second attack. Two immense powers collide in a fierce encounter, painting the sky with shades of purple and black. Although Feng has become much stronger, he still manages to handle Hui. However, Hui reveals his final trick by donning the Shira soldier mask of the Devil Star. Instantly, Feng's reddish-black aura starts to dissipate, as Huey now embodies the villainous Opus. This devil mask not only enhances his strength, but also increases his muscle size. Feng tries to warn him about the dangerous path he's chosen, but Huey is consumed by a desire for revenge. Feng offers him one last chance to reveal who gave him the mask, promising to let him laugh in return. Even the typically nonchalant Feng becomes dead serious at this moment. Suddenly, Hui disappears and launches an attack on Feng from above. Driven into a corner, Feng realizes that his opponent is exerting double the strength of Shira soldiers. Linlan steps out of the car to see what's happening, only to witness Feng barely dodging Hui's relentless attacks. Feng tries to create some distance by stepping back, but seizing the opportunity, Hui finally lands a powerful blow that sends Feng flying. Feng gets brutally struck while Hui revels in the glory of his newfound power. Feng rises from the rubble, not in front but from behind, surprising Hui. His appearance has transformed into full black and red, representing the fashion symbol of a demon king. Feng explains that the Asura soldiers, the lowest rank in the demonic star, wear the Asura mask to prevent them from fleeing. This mask serves as both a weapon and a prison for the wearer. The only ways to remove the mask are to win the battle or to lose one's life. Despite the warnings, Huey is solely focused on revenge and disregards the implications of the mask. However, Feng is determined and takes control of the battle. With each collision of their punches, Hugh's arm withers under the influence of the deadly black smoke. The pain and desperation drive Hugh to further increase in size, resembling the Hulk. However, the mask begins to deteriorate, corroding Huey from within. He is beyond saving at this point. Feeling a twinge of pity for Huey, Feng decides to grant him a merciful death by finishing him off with a single flashy move. Feng wonders how Hui obtained the mask in the first place. Using a technique called soul-extracting art, Feng removes Hugh's soul, which has not yet dispersed, and consumes it. However, Feng is disappointed, feeling that the young master of a renowned family should have provided a more satisfying taste.